Happy New Year! Hey, I'm Patrick Tuttle, the real estate guy with Legacy Real Estate Services, and today on FAQ Friday, we're going to talk about, by the way, it's January the 5th, 2018, so welcome to the new year. Today we're going to talk about how you know you're ready to buy a house, and we'll be right back. All right, so today's question comes to us from Edgar, and Edgar asks the question, how do I know if I'm financially ready to buy a house? And Edgar, that's a great question, and if you were to call me today and say, I want to go take a look at 123 Elm Street, that's always the house that we use. I don't know where that is, but it's always the house that we use for these type questions. But if you said, I want to look at 123 Elm Street, I'll set an appointment with you, and then I'm going to go into the questions of, okay, Edgar, if you walk into that home and you love it, you want to make an offer on it, you want to live there, I'm going to ask you, are you going to be buying with cash or do you need to get a loan? 9 times out of 10 here in El Paso, the answer is I need to get a loan. And then the follow-up question is great, Edgar, have you spoken to anybody about getting that loan for purchasing the house? 9 times out of 10, it's no, we haven't spoken to a mortgage officer yet. So here's what you need to do. You need to talk to a mortgage officer and go through their pre-qualification questions. And they are going to ask you things that have to do with, number one, your debts and your income. Okay, so they do this thing called a debt to income ratio, where they're going to ask you about what bills you have on a recurring basis and what kind of income you have to pay those bills on a recurring basis. So if you're living with mom and dad, obviously you're not paying anything in rent, but if you're paying rent, you should have established at least that you have the ability to pay X amount of dollars on a monthly basis continuously, and you've been able to do that for a period of time that would be acceptable to the mortgage company. So they're going to look at your debts, they're going to look at your income, and then they're also going to look at your credit score. So they're going to want to know your social security number and your date of birth so that they can verify who you are and then find out what the 3 major credit bureaus say about your trustworthiness, transferred into a credit score somewhere between 830 on the high side, and the lowest one I've ever seen was a 400 on the low side. You ideally want to be in the 700s to 800s so that you can get a better credit, a better interest rate on your mortgage and lower fees when you borrow that money. So the questions that you have to look at are, am I saving money each month, or am I going into debt each month? If you're going into debt each month, it's likely that it's not the right time for you to buy. If you have money saved up for down payment, are you a veteran? Can you qualify for a zero down VA home loan? That's the Veterans Administration is what the VA stands for. Or is it an FHA? The FHA loans will give you a lower down payment, 3.5%, compared to a conventional, which is at 5% typically, though there are some 3% down loan programs out there. So overall, the biggest thing you need to look at from a financial standpoint is, can I afford it? Have I established enough credit outside with my debts and my income? If I have no debts, then great, your income is available for you, and the mortgage companies will typically go up into the 40, maybe 42% range on what they will loan on your debt to income ratio. So I hope that answers your question. If you need to visit with a mortgage company about that, give me a call. 915-585-7777 is the best number to catch me on, or you can post a comment right below here on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever it is that you might be seeing it, LinkedIn even, and I'll be happy to get back with you as soon as I hear from you. Or you can shoot me an email, patrick@patricktuttle.com, and I'll be happy to answer that question for you and go into a little bit more detail about how you'll know if you're financially ready to purchase a home. So thanks for watching. God bless you, and make 2018 a great one. Bye-bye.